Hi, and welcome to Casino Guru News live from SiGMARome 2026. Today we're sitting down with Dmitry Starostenkov,
Yeah,
CEO of EvenBet.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
I was worried about correctly pronouncing your name,
You're
but
doing
I
it
did.
right.
Did a good
Yeah,
job.
you're doing a
Okay.
great job.
Well, welcome, and thank you for having us at your EvenBet booth. It looks lovely here. Tell me, how are you enjoying Sigma events so far?
Yeah, we have been participating in Sigma events since 2016,
Whoa. Okay.
and it's
Decade.
like a tradition, and it's a major highlight during the year, and yeah, for us it's kind of very important to participate.
Sure.
And this year we also present in our new product, EvenBet Spins. So it's major milestone for us. It's a new game, new product.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I wanted to ask you about that actually at the end, but cat's out of the bag right now. But first and foremost, I wanted to ask more about why do you think it's important to participate in these iGaming events? Like, where do you see value in that? Is it like showcasing your products or building
Yeah,
connections?
yeah, right. Like, let's say three different reasons.
Okay.
Reason number one, like new customers, lead generation, and keeping connection with existing customers. Yeah. Second reason, brand awareness. You need to show that you exist on the market, that you are developing as a company, evolving, and so forth. And finally, yeah, if you have a new product,
This is a good place to
yeah,
showcase
yeah,
it.
showcase, introduce, and like make tests.
Yeah,
How
definitely.
yeah, how people.
So basically, connections, brand visibility, and showcasing what's EvenBet is great at.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, you can now take the opportunity to introduce your new product a little bit if you want to. I'm very curious because I wasn't able to be present at the press conference that you did yesterday. So yeah, you can get us in the loop a little bit.
Yeah, the whole idea is that we are constantly thinking how we can uh, help casino and sportsbook operators to add poker vertical into their operations. From one side, we know that they would love to have this inside their websites because their players asking like about this, and they know that their competitors have this. But from another side, poker operation is always looks a bit scary for them because it's complicated.
I can
You
imagine.
need to hire a team. You need to be you need to deal with fraud. You need to deal with
Definitely.
daily operations. So it's kind of a
It's
bit
scary. It's
yeah
very
yeah it's
difficult
scary.
job.
So
Yeah.
and we are thinking constantly how we can help to combine these two like things together and make it easier. So EvenBet Spins is basically answer to this to this problem. So we cut everything that is unnecessary and complicated, and we keep only good things. So it's still poker, it's still like competitive games using skills and player to player, but much easier, quicker formats. Players can easier start playing this, and also the good thing they are multipliers. So winning could be like very unpredictable for players. That creates additional, engagement for players.
Yeah.
So
Keep it exciting. A
yeah,
little
and
bit.
most importantly, like operation from the operation side, it's plug and play solution. So the operators they don't need to care much about it. It works basically like slots game.
Yeah.
So we just integrate by API and start. So they don't need big teams and so forth.
I very much like the idea that it was created with like players and operators both in mind, like to provide the best solution for both parties. There can be sometimes different areas or different aspects of the same story. So creating this one solution or one product is really awesome. Now, from on a different note, a little bit, and probably not your favorite subject, but still, we have to ask about regulatory changes. Because I know that you've spoken recently about this changing regulatory climate, right?
Yeah.
Especially in Europe. And if we take like Italy as an example, Italy has focused heavily on regulating iGaming. So Do you think that Italy has got it right? Like, we have a lot to learn from Italy, or not? I don't know.
I believe Italy is going the same path as the whole European regulatory climate and countries are going. So I think they're overcomplicated now. In the overcomplicated stage of regulation of
Sure.
iGaming, it's natural. I believe it's natural response for the challenges and cases they are facing nowadays.
Yeah, like figuring it out.
Yeah, yeah, I understand this. It's like very logical things, but from one side it seems logical, but from another side, if we look for in 10 years perspective, it will be harmful for the industry because of these complications, less and less operators will join the market, and maybe some of them will leave instead of like investing money into development. And we know players always find way to play anyway. So like if they can't find good proposition on the legal market, they go to illegal one. So like
So that's why regulation is important, do you think?
yeah, regulation is important, but regulation should be sustainable. Yeah,
Course,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to ask, because right now it seems it's a little bit unpredictable. It can change very fast and not always in the most reasonable sense, right? Do you think this regulatory unpredictability holds back companies from growing and expanding? And how do you think, like, again, this unpredictability shape business decision in markets like United Kingdom or Brazil or the Netherlands?
I think yeah, we are hearing nowadays. We are from time to time, almost every month, we are hearing about when UK regulator
Exactly.
yeah
Always new things.
yeah yeah like warnings and penalties and to operators. It doesn't help in the industry all this tension. So I believe it creates the situation when only big and established companies with big teams on the regulation and compliance side could survive in this environment, and block creates more and more complications for newcomers
Yeah,
to
exactly.
enter the market because they don't have enough budgets to have these bigger teams. Yeah, so this kind of thing. And as we mentioned, anyway, players find a
Will
way.
find a way to
Yeah, find
play.
a way. So uh, as we discussed, I don't believe it's healthy, and I just believe that it's kind of specific stage of development
Like
of
a
the
first step, and
yeah.
it will get better eventually.
Yeah, I hope that yeah we all hope that
Yeah, absolutely.
that regulators will learn from this, that it doesn't help the whole situation and in the country, and then they will make like more like balanced decisions
Yeah.
about regulation. Yeah.
Why do you think these major companies, gambling companies, are still like naturally attracted to highly regulated markets? Like what's the benefit in that for them? I mean, like in comparison, if you wanted to have some growth in other regions like Africa or Brazil, why go for this already saturated market like, I don't know, United Kingdom?
Yeah. The answer is very simple. We need to understand on which phase of development specific company stay now. Stay now. It like if it's a big corporation, they are publicly traded. They haven't many already licenses. Like they have investors. They prefer to go on the less risky way to do less risky approach to the business. They are less risk averse. As I mean, like they're higher risk averse, so they prefer to have maybe smaller margin, but more sustainable for the years, right? So this is why they choose to go with lower margin but stable markets. And smaller companies, startups, newcomers, when they look into this complication on the regulated markets, they understand that they have bigger chance to grow on the emerging markets like Brazil, Asia, or Africa, because yeah,
It's more like chances for them to succeed there
yeah,
when the competition is not as big,
yeah, yeah,
while
yeah,
the major players stay in regulated markets because of its sustainability
yeah.
in like a long term. Yeah, I understand that. And do you think when it comes to regulations, these growth regions, Africa again, but any others that I cannot think of right now, but do you think that they will come up with some groundbreaking changes in regulations, or do you think they will soon align with regulations that are now in Europe? Do you see the future to be more aligned, or will there be differences?
Yeah, there will be differences depending on region. Let's talk about three different regions. Latin America, they're already getting through this first initial regulation phase, and they learned from this phase that they need to improve regulation. But the easiest way how to improve regulation is to put more restrictions, and we are seeing now it's in Argentina or Brazil, like, or even Colombia. And even if you go to Africa, they also like improving the regulations and like making more legislation rules about marketing, advertisement in South Africa, Ghana, and so forth. And what we are seeing in Asia, Philippines and India, they decided to go with complete ban. In case of India or Philippines, like much more strict, regulation, because their response for challenges with gambling is like they decide not to like try to even regulate, but like completely vanish the whole industry. So I think it's depends on political situation and the also like situation in the country and so forth. So like, but yeah, I see it's like waves or phases. So all the countries need to go through like two
Developments, stages.
yeah 2-3 phases when it's tightened, then it's like
Loosened a little bit,
a
then
bit,
again.
then tighten again, and then at some point they like figure out how to do it in proper way, like in the US, for example. Yeah, like
It's like you said, we need like more balanced approach, and the only way you can get to that is through more or less trial and error.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, coming a little bit out of the whole regulation topic, I wanted to ask you about the change in the industry, because I think we all can feel the change when it comes to acquisition and retention, right? So lately there's been a lot more focused on retention than acquisition, but in the past it was all about acquisition. So
Exactly.
so do you think retention is more important than acquisition, and if so, how do you feel about the strategies that companies use to retain players?
So increasing importance of retention uh, to acquisition is an early sign of the market saturation.
Ah, got it.
So like it's harder and harder to acquire new players.
Yes.
So if you can't acquire new players, you need to focus more on increasing value of existing players. This when retention comes to be important. And yeah, so like again, depending on the market and penetration of
Sure.
gambling on
Different
specific
circumstances,
yes,
all of that,
different
yeah.
circumstances. But yeah, anyway, like when competition starts to be like very high, companies start to focus on retention, and they understand that they need to improve their CRM systems, their loyalty systems. They introduce new mechanics and so forth. Like so, yeah, this kind of very important, and it's yeah, what we are seeing now. It's a trend to that. For example, in Europe, in developed markets, for sure, like at the end it will be like massive retention.
Very much focused on retaining the players.
operations. Yeah, and in that sense, like, for example, poker, like I want to remind that it's a nice retention tool because it provides wide choice of different mechanics, benefits for players, how to entertain and to engage in a different way. So like,
Yeah, so the question acquisition versus retention, it's just like natural evolvement, right? So first it's important to be focused on acquisition, and then we can move to retention.
yeah,
So
first you need to get players.
Yeah, and then we can think about how to
Yes.
keep them. Yeah.
Yeah.
True, true. Another like persistent topic that we can see in the iGaming industry is personalization, right? There's a lot of talk about it, a lot of promises. Do you think personalization, like in a large scale personalizing of iGaming experience for players, is it something that's actually possible right now? Or are we thinking like way ahead and we need the technology to keep up with our ideas that we have? Or do you think it's very possible to start with that now?
Absolutely, it's very possible. We are having all the tech
That we need?
already that we need AI and ML, different providers with great technology help operators to improve this. But we need to keep in mind about personalization two things.
Okay.
First, to over personalization could burn out players too quickly
Understand that.
because you know like so operators need to be careful with,
Again, balance,
yeah,
right?
yeah, balance, yeah. And also over personalization could increase reduce profit of operators. So these two factors, keeping in mind, I think again it's kind of good balance between personalized content and new games introduction, seeking for new content and offering players like something new to understand how to grow the operation. So like wise approach with personalization is what I believe operators need. But yeah, already technology allows to do it in a very detailed way, in a very tailor-made content offering and so forth. So like it's very exciting, to be honest, about this.
Yeah, so you feel like it's a green light for personalization. We're good to go, right? Just keep the balance in check, keep it in mind.
Yeah, we are getting very close to Netflix, you know.
Wow. That's exciting. I would subscribe to that. Definitely. And I guess my last question is, yeah, I wanted to ask, as a CEO yourself, how important do you think leadership is in the iGaming industry? Do you feel like leadership is what is driving the success, or it's more of external factors that come into play?
Interesting. Yesterday we had a dinner,
Okay.
IGB executive dinner, and in our table we discussed this like when CEOs sit together, like it's natural.
This is what they talk about.
Yeah, natural topic like about leadership and so forth.
Sure.
And like you know, for sure with strong tailwind, it's easy to navigate your company without maybe strong leadership. But we need to keep in mind that the company like development go through ups and downs, you know, and leadership helps to get through
those hard times.
yes,
Yeah.
those hard times, and then to get to better times when it's easier. So like and we discussed that competition is increasing now in the industry.
Exactly. That's the other
Regulatory
factors
changes
I was talking
are
about.
tightening. So like, and we can say that leadership is going to be more and more important to keep companies evolving and keep companies thriving in the industry. So like,
I understand that, yeah, but it's very, very. I imagine only that it's a very difficult an important job. So
This is our job, you know.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. Anything else that you might want to add that we haven't covered yet? Anything for our viewers or any other topics? Because I'm out of questions.
Okay, great,
I
great.
know everything I wanted to know.
Yeah, I just want to again stress out that we are presenting new products on this exhibition at Sigma conference. It's EvenBet Spins. It's like combination of poker and casino mechanics. So go and check out our booth or contact us directly.
Well, thank you very much for sitting down with us. It was very insightful. And thanks to all of you who's been watching us. I will see you next time. Bye.